Shalom, Kohlo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash. The honors to elders and apostles, Jeremiah, who I left this reform via the internet, and shalom to the brothers that started prophesying, making the bodies a living sacrifice, making the elect, 140,000 men, along with one thing, man, women, and children, that will be saved. You know, the destruction of Babylon, great. It's like here. America, and the deliverance of the elect, which the elects, you know, is within the tribe of Israel, the so-called New Latino and Native American, as well as Israelite foreigners. Israelite foreigners are the ones that may look like heathen or the other nations, but their father, through their father, his father's father, line goes back to the Israelites, so-called New Latino and Native American. But anyway, you know, get quick into this article. It says the mainstream media is now admitting that we are facing the worst food crisis in modern history. You know, and even the mainstream media, you know, putting out these numbers are hard to avoid. You know, and putting out that we're facing this crisis and famine is a big part of prophecy. And we've seen that this year already started off with a bang, you know, with judgment and prophecy. And last year was a prophecy, you know, I also put a lot of prophecy. But this year I have a lot more prophecy and sign. Seeing more chariot sightings, you know, and strange events, you know, happening. That's how we know, you know, based on these things that we know we're near the end time. You know, because these all the things Scripture said that will be happening. You know, before the return of Yahushua, you know, to deliver his people out of captivity, out of the land of captivity. You know, again, to those verses, the people on the other side of the planet are dropping death and salvation, not only from that, but from the, you know. But most people don't even realize that this is happening. Unfortunately, most people just assume that everything is fine and dandy. If you are one of those people that believe that everything is just wonderful, I would encourage you to pay close attention to the details that I'm about to share with you. Global hunger is rapidly spreading, and that is because global food supplies have been getting tighter and tighter. If current trends continue, we could potentially be facing a nightmare scenario before the calendar year is over. And yeah, a nightmare scenario. Because like in Daniel 12 it says, you know, child of tribulation that come upon the whole world. In Matthew 34 it says, it shall be a time like never before seen. Yeah, so a nightmare scenario before the calendar year is over is an understatement. The scripture said, you know, it's gonna be like something you've never seen before. Because the nightmares, when you have dreams, you've seen the nightmare. You know? But it's gonna be like out of this world. It's gonna be, you know, terrible. And these people don't see it coming as it's creeping up. As Esau is deliberately doing this, but Lord Yahweh on the left hand side using spiritual demon Satan to put in the spirits of these devils, the Edomites, the white man, to carry out these plans and from these chaos. Remember last year, you know, there was many food, poultry factories and food factories that have been getting set on fire, crops burned, etc. And some people that working over there been coming out and say, so, you know, throw some food away. Pakistan is not in the poorest nation in the world, but like affordable food is starting to cause panic inside the country. And the following comes from Time Magazine last Saturday in Mirpur, a city in Pakistan's Sindh province. Hundreds of people lined up for hours outside the park to buy subsidized wheat flour offered for 65 rupees a kilogram instead of the current inflated rate at about 140 and 160 rupees. And in the future, near future, you know, when this devil getting ready to cut his plan, there's gonna be a concentration camp where people gonna be lined up for food. They're gonna need a special chip for that. Special requirement to get food, not to buy food. You know? Yeah, well, I just wanted to get an article. You can read the rest. The other one. This is, I'll say it seemed recent. It says prices continue to skyrocket at 60% in December from the year. Last year, the average price for a dozen eggs, grade 4, grade A eggs in the U.S. was $1.93 in January. By December, when egg demand peaked, price surged to $4.25. There, that's 2 times much. $4.25, the high, 3 to 4 times much. The high price prompted. He went to Kroger meme. Niggas always memeing, bro. So let's go down. It says how much. Not wrong memes. I'm just saying like if they had to put down, I'll go like, bro. Hey, whatever. It says how much. The eggs caused the price of eggs jumped 11% in December from a month before, according to consumer price index data. The average price of a dozen egg, large grade A, in December and hit $4.25 up to $1.79 the year before, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is what I was saying. Why the egg said. This reason an increase in holiday demand, high production costs for farmers, and an outbreak of bird flu, and a highly contagious virus that can be fatal to poultry such as chicken and turkey. So those same plague. This is, Esau with laws control everything, so using Esau in our place. It says as for December, more than 43 million egg-laying hens were lost since the outbreak began in February 2022, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. I'm gonna get a scripture. Let's get it's not mentioned before. I'll get it. Matthew 24. 24 and 21. 22. 21. 24 and 21, it says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as therefore since the beginning of the world to this time, no, not ever shall be. Except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And we've seen these days shortened, and it's time going by faster. Days gone just like that. A day feels like only afternoon. It's good. Because if I work, you want the day to go by fast. And also aiding and speeding up prophecy is pressuring the high, like the 1%, to move what they plan. Pressuring, need to move his plan. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. We're like a time never before. It'll be cannibalism. Like in 2 Kings 6 chapter. There's gonna be cannibalism here. There's gonna be much worse. They're not gonna be making deals, bargains, now you're gonna straight attack you and eat your ass. Catch you, you're gonna be in groups, hard tie your ass, use bait, whatever it means necessary, like you see in the purge, to get people, because then we lack food, especially during that hyperinflation. Remember when the famine comes, full famine, it's gonna be eat or be eaten. You get back that up. 2nd Ezra 15. Chapter 15, verse 19, straight to the point. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and the great tribulation. Because of the lack of bread and great tribulation, it's going to be hard to find food. It's going to be too expensive. It's going to be hard to find food as time goes by. People are going to be breaking their houses, with weapons, guns, knife, whatever they got. Not literally houses, it could be stores, because those type of houses called storehouses. where to keep products and food and pastry and all the stuff. They're gonna be breaking in. We already seen a lot of videos of drinks breaking in. In the stores. Imagine with the full blown famine, ain't gonna be no limit here. But it's specifically should be as pilgrims. You're not gonna stay in one place. That's just gonna get ransacked. And if you have a light on, and you're gonna be seeing a popular movie, motherfucker gotta use dim lights and glow sticks. Hey, yeah, I'm buying them, but I'm not relying on them. But you gotta be at least prepared to give a brain. Yeah, but you see in this movie, you got like they got glow stick or whatever. They shut the light off when it's a certain time, so they attract, you know, invaders. Or people that wanna take on the territory, or take on their stuff. You gotta move through the shadow. But if you're the elect, you're gonna have the Lord, moving with you. That I was gonna get over here 6. We're talking about a measure body for a penny, meaning everything because a penny is a day's wage, so everything gonna be skyrocketing. The price is gonna be skyrocketing to the point that bread is gonna be like gonna be more than a day's wage, like $300, $400, $500. It's called hyperinflation. When the price hacked to an extreme degree, it's also part of famine. But it's hey, I already got Matthew. I already got Matthew. Psalms. I'm gonna get Isaiah, Ezekiel, the 14th chapter. Which shows that the Lord is doing all this stuff. Psalm. Oh, so it just popped my head. Oh, okay, I'll get it later. I'll get this one. Psalms 107. 39, 30. Psalm 7. No, 33. 33. He turneth rivers with a wilderness, and water spring into dry ground, a fruitful land into barrenness, for the wickedness of them that dwell therein. So the Lord is turning, placing things in Babylon into barrenness. His crops sending plagues, bird flu, pestilences, maggots, all that stuff in his crops. And putting the spirit of the devil to destroy the crop. To fulfill prophecy. He can further destroy, the wickedness, the wicked that dwell on that land. He says, a fruitful land, and to return fruitful land to barrenness, and this place is gonna be barren. Jacob's trouble is gonna be horrible. It's already on its way down. It says, for the wickedness of them that dwell there. Why? Not doing it for no reason. And this wickedness and this Babylon and all over the world. For the Job 9:24, the word is given into the wicked. And who's in the world right now? So who am I? Esau, you. So it's given into the wicked, to rule. Really, the top elite are the wicked. So they in charge of everything. They even messing up their own people. Ruthless, merciless. It says, "Fruitfulness have made barren. The wickedness of them that dwells, for the wickedness that dwell therein, that's being taken over the old earth." Let's get Ezekiel 14 and 13. But this thing is not going to come upon the elect. That's going to be taken care of in the family. But Psalm 37 say, "You shall not be ashamed when the evil days come." But for perfect. Ezekiel 14 verse 33, it says, no, it's 33, sorry, it was verse 13. He says, "Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously. Then I will stretch out my hand upon it, and I will break the staff of bread. The staff of bread is food, famine. They said break the staff of bread, famine, bread represent as food, drink, etc. for nourishment. So therefore, thereof, and I will send famine upon it, and I will cut off man and beast from it. Though these 3 men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver by their own souls by their righteousness, says the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord's going to deliver the elect. He said, which Noah, Daniel, and Job are part of the elect. He's using them as an example, but really talking about, because it says our own souls by their righteousness, by their own souls and righteousness, really, because they are the elect. They'll put that righteous spirit on them. He said, if I cause some beasts to pass through the land, which is gonna happen, and they spoil it, some beasts, locusts, swarms, other plagues and pestilence that harm crops, even random, not random, but judgment, animal attacks, it's the Lord that's doing it, and they spoiled it so that it became desolate, that no man may pass through because of the beast. Now these 3 men were in it. As I live, said the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, they only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolate. You're not gonna live with nobody, so you don't care who, except for the righteous man. These men that have children to deliver. It says, or if I bring a sword upon the land, which I'm gonna bring a sword upon the land. On the left hand side, these devils come down with great wrath, which is Revelation 12. 12:12. It says, and say, sword, go through the land, so that I cut off man and beast from it. Though these 3 men were in it, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, you shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, but they only shall be delivered themselves. And if I send a pestilence into the land, these plagues, the lab grown plagues, the E, has been going in, over there in Moab land, and they laugh, and other pestilences, and then pour out my fury upon it in blood, and cut off from man and beast. Said, though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I said the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter, they shall but deliver their own soul by the righteousness. For the sake of the Lord, how much more when I send my force with judgment upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine, and noisome beasts and the pestilence, and cut off from it men and beasts, and we are people for a place in Jerusalem, which is called Jacob's trouble, is made to purge out the 2/3 ball, so it don't affect the other nations too. It's coming upon the whole, for the whole world. It's called Jacob's trouble. Is primarily Jacob suffer the most from it. The ones that are now the elect says, yet behold, there shall be left a remnant, the elect, there be left a remnant that shall be brought forth. We say, both son and daughters, behold, the elect men and women, they shall come forth unto you, and you shall see their way and their doings, and you shall be comforted concerning the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem, even concerning all that I have brought upon it. And they shall comfort you when you see their ways and their doings, and you shall know that I have not done without cause, or that I have done in it. So the Lord is not doing these things without cause, as far as judgment, But in Scripture it says, in Job 5:20, it says, in famine and destruction shall laugh, because the elect shall laugh in destruction. And famine and destruction, because they're going to be taken care of. Hope this was edifying. Shalom.